Hi guys, the Metal Maniac back again, and in this video, I'm going to be listing off my top 5 favorite metal albums from 1983. Now, out of the 5 I have on this list, there's only one that I don't actually own anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, with that, let's begin. So, number 5 is Kill 'Em All by Metallica. Yes, I know I've said many times that I hate Metallica, and I do for the most part. I despise Metallica. I think they're the most overrated metal band besides, Black Sabbath. But Kill 'Em All and the first couple of songs off of Ride the Lightning are actually really good. I think starting with was it Master of Puppets? I think they went downhill pretty quickly. I don't think most of their stuff isn't that good, but again, Kill 'Em All and then the first couple tracks off of Ride the Lightning are really good. But yeah, Kill 'Em All is probably where they were at their most rawest sounding in terms of production, and probably the most I guess aggressive. Um, but yeah, I mean, Kill 'Em All is actually a pretty good album. If I had to pick my top 3 favorite songs, I would have to say probably Metal Militia, Hit the Lights, and the instrumental, which I believe, if I remember correctly, was called Anesthesia / Pulling Teeth. But yeah, Kill 'Em All is my number 5. Number 4. Number 4 is Peace of Mind by Iron Maiden. Yeah, just a really solid album. Where Eagles Dare is a great song. Revelations, I think, even though the studio version isn't that good, I do really enjoy pretty much any of the live versions. Flight of Icarus is great. The Trooper is great. Still Life is one of the most underrated Iron Maiden songs. And Sun and Steel is extremely underrated as well. But yeah, I think there's some really good songs on here, but it's also mixed in with some really bad songs. Die With Your Boots On is pretty bad. Quest for Fire is one of the most cringiest, just downright embarrassingly bad songs Iron Maiden has ever done. And then To Tame a Land is pretty bad. But like I've said, there's some really great songs on here. If I had to pick my top 3 favorite songs, I would say The Trooper, Still Life, and Sun and Steel. All in all, a very solid album, and it's at my number 4 spot. Alright, number 3. Number 3 is See You in Hell by Grim Reaper. It would have been a little bit higher if it wasn't for a little bit of the patchiness of the track listing. There's only really 2 bad songs on here, Dead on Arrival and The Show Must Go On. But the rest are really good, although I think Wrath of the Ripper is kind of weak. But still a pretty enjoyable song nonetheless. If I had to pick my top 3 favorite songs on here, I'd say See You in Hell, Liar, um, probably Now or Never. But yeah, very good album. A little bit patchy in terms of the track listing, but still very good for the most part. And it's at my number 3 spot. Alright, number 2. Number 2 is Holy Diver by Dio. Yeah, it's the best Dio album. And it's one of the best heavy metal albums of all time. There's some really great songs on here, some really legendary, just very good songs. Stand Up and Shout, Holy Diver, Caught in the Middle, Straight Through the Heart, and Rainbow in the Dark, all amazing songs. I'd say my top 3 on here would be Holy Diver, Caught in the Middle, and Rainbow in the Dark. But yeah, just a very good album. In my opinion, the best Dio album. And it's at my number 2. Alright, number one, my favorite album from 1983, Show No Mercy by Slayer. Still to this day, I don't think they ever topped this album. I guess if you don't count Live Undead, I think that's one of the best live albums of all time, and may top this album. But but I'd say in terms of the standard full length studio albums of Slayer, they haven't topped this one. I really, really, really kind of wish that they kept the sound that they had on here. I'm for the most part, I'm not a huge fan of the standard, Slayer sound. I think it works well in a few albums, like um, South of Heaven, and to a lesser extent, Hell Awaits. But yeah, I just love the sound and style of this album. It's sort of traditional thrash metal meets, new wave of British heavy metal meets, it's almost black and thrash metal at times in terms of the lyrical content and stuff and the imagery. Um, yeah, oh yeah, very very good track listing as well. Evil Has No Boundaries, an amazing song. The Antichrist, one of their absolute best. Metal Storm slash Face the Slayer, very underrated. Black Magic, amazing. Tormentor, probably their most underrated song. Final Command, very good. Cryonics, extremely underrated. And Show No Mercy, amazing. There's only really two songs on here that I don't really like, and that's Die by the Sword and Fight Till Death. But again, the rest of the album totally makes up for it. Yeah, just a really good album. I'd say my top three are The Antichrist, Tormentor, and Cryonics. All in all, it's my favorite album from 1983. Alright, so that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.